Okay, I just want to show that I'm live everywhere where I need to be live. I think we're good. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Overthinking Football Show. My name is Joseph Mokwena. I am your host, and this, of course, is a place where we absolutely love South African football, and we're here for South African football and African football, but we're back. Tina bama passport. Sesibuyile. Besambile, besiphumile. We are back. Tina bama passport. Guys, today we've got Kaizer Chiefs taking on MARUMO GALLANTS. Remember that this is a very interactive show. This is a show where we get to speak. You get to speak to me and tell me what you are thinking about whatever it is that we are seeing on here. So if you want to join the show, bottom of your screen there's a blue figure hugging a pink figure. You press that button, I let you in. We have conversations about whatever it is we're seeing here. Halftime, I'm going to let 5 people in so we can have a discussion about what we're seeing. And then, of course, in the second half, if we can reach 25,000 likes, I'll keep it open in the second half, all of the second half. So please don't forget to like, share, comment, and do all of those very nice things. Subscribe and follow, because, yeah, it does really help. So, Kaizer Chiefs, number 3. 14 games played, 7 wins, 6 draws, only 1 loss halfway through the season. 14 goals scored, they've conceded 6 for a grand total of 27 points. Then MARUMO GALLANTS, on the other hand, are number 12 on the log. 15 games played, 3 wins, 6 draws, 6 losses. They've scored 12 goals, they've conceded 19 for a grand total of 15 points. And in their last 5 games, they have 1 loss, 2 wins, and 2 draws. Last game out being a 2-0 loss to TS Galaxy, whereas Kaizer Chiefs has 2 wins and 3 draws. Last game out, of course, being that 1-0 win versus idiski out in Zambia. These 2 teams, in the last 5 times that they've met, they've been 3 draws. MARUMO GALLANTS has 1 win. Chiefs has 1 win. Last time we saw them was the 24th of September 2025, when they played to a 1-1 draw. Starting lineups: Tate F-Con, the man who was frustrating stars, Washington Arubi, starts in goal for MARUMO GALLANTS. You've got Mabuchas Khosana, you've got Agnikoi, you've got Nube Monde, you've got Bans, you've got Stole. Utadisa is in with Ndlondlo. Hey, Pirates connection there. I want to that I'm missing. And then, of course, Mabuza rounding out that team. Chiefs, of course, made quite a few changes. Peterson is in goal. You have Marco coming into the game. Quinika and McCarthy play centrally, with Munyane starting on the right-hand side. Mabue and Ngobo actually start in this game with Shabalala, Velepai Lilepo, and Mayo as the starting lineup. Siyazi abanye bayakhala, guys. Hey, abanye bayakhala. Yo.
Cardoso, he must leave us in peace, not in pieces. Cardoso, leave us in peace, not in pieces.
Yo, then I've got a new sound. Pirates.
Well, as Orlando Pirates, we are in a bit of a predicament.
Hey, well, as Orlando Pirates. We are in a predicament, but we are looking at Chiefs right now.
The only team capable of beating Kaizer Chiefs right now. Real Madrid combine it with Barcelona, put Van Dijk at the back. They might have a chance.
Well, okay, so guys, welcome to those who are joining now and maybe missed the festivities or 3 minutes into this game. It is still 0-0. We are in a predicament. Hey, guys. Hey. From fees must fall to the arena. Can I get the arena now? Okay, let me see. What do you guys think the score is going to be? Please let me know. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the setups of these teams. Kaizer Chiefs, very interesting that Mayo, after playing almost like a 10 role in the game versus Zesco, he's going to be starting pretty much up front as the striker. Lilepo goes back to the right-hand side of the pitch. Didn't quite look himself in that game versus Zesco Nayo when he did come on. Missed a couple of chances and didn't look quite up to it. Velepai, as you know, very disciplined. I like Velepai quite a bit in the roles that he picks up on this pitch. And he takes a shot, just over. Very disciplined. So you're going to see a lot of width from Kaizer Chiefs, at least on the left-hand side, with those two maybe coming closer together. Marco looked incredible in the first few games for Kaizer Chiefs. I think he was one of the shining stars. He had a composure that he was playing with, go Chiefs, that we didn't have in our team. So Hopefully he continues that. The midfield is going to be very interesting because you don't necessarily have a defensive presence there. You don't really have an out-and-out defender because when you look at it, Mabue, yes, he's playing in the position, but he's not that good as a deep destroyer. And then, of course, you've got Ungobo next to him, who we'd like to carry the ball. The promise of Ungobo has been he's going to carry the ball forward. We know that Shabalala is probably going to go out to the right-hand side more in this game because of the width of Velepai, but he does favor the left-hand side from that central position, so we'll see what happens there. Winika and McCarthy should be a lot more composed than having Miguel there. So, look, the defense has done well up to this point. I don't want to kill Mikel. Most of the goals we conceded came from the game versus Kukune, right? So I don't want to kill those guys. The defense has been really good, but I think it's a little bit more balanced now. And we'll see how Munyane is going to help out with Ulilepo. Munyane, somebody who did love coming inside and almost inverting. But I do think that if Gallants can put it on the ground, you have to look out for Monde. Number 10, you have to look out for Ndlondlo because Ndlondlo might be striking, but you know that he's a guy who doesn't mind the ball at his feet. That's what he's done for most of his career, so that's probably what he's going to do. So Mabue, if he is alone in that space, should have a lot of troubles today with the players that are dropping in. And then, of course, you know, Abo Otladisa Nabo come in Cabo Star, so they are able to mesmerize the defense. But I am looking for them to, if MARUMO GALLANTS can build through the middle and find the spaces through the middle, I think they're going to give Chiefs quite a few problems just in front of that defense. But let's see how it pans out. Let's see how they play. You are seeing Ngobo being a little bit more defensively positioned, and hopefully they stay that way. Again, how do you guys feel this score is going to go? So it's Jen says 3-0. The refs are brave to have Peterson and that kid. Oh, white on white on white. Tin says, yeah, Liwi Chiefs today. Maratins, why some things, man? Why let's be positive, man? Why be positive, man?
Why don't you ask positive questions? Something nice or okay, something.
Be positive, man. Now, team Yadala, GNU, is the GNU together? Is that the thing?
The GNU will not last long.
Yeah, the GNU didn't care about Chiefs last year. Yeah, number 9. Now, Ila Chiefs. Ila. Abanye, we are a couple of points away. Ila. Now need GNU. Segeleni, guys. Looks like MARUMO wants to test the speed of those centre backs. Yes, they are going over the top quite a bit. Interesting way to look at it. Interesting way to approach this game, especially since it hasn't looked like Marco or Munyane are pushing up as much. Oh, they've already done the switch. There's this thing that Chiefs does, La Papambil, where now Mayo's playing on the wing with Lilepo inside. I don't know what triggers it. I don't know what the game trigger is, but it feels like it's about somebody being bored and wanting to go out to the wing and have a little bit more more play in the game. I don't know how much thought is put into it, and it kills me because I'm like, a lot of the time they find themselves out of position. A lot of the time they're out of position most of the time when they do that thing. And that's why. What's the PSL excuse for not curating the pitch? No, Marandile. Remember what I said when we were talking about Zesco? I said, you can't use Zesco as the excuse and say the pitch is the excuse. You can't go and do that because these are the pitches. Dr. Patrice Motsepe, Bo Buffalo City, Bo Kingswell. These are the pitches we play on. We are special. This is that's what it is. Bong says 1-0 to Chiefs. Cross in. But good evening, GNU. Hey, Velile. Good evening, GNU. OT, please update the score to 3-0 and watch the highlights. Hey, Banna. PK, welcome. Yes, he is dressed like MARUMO. That white on white. Guys, now I trust Malume Kuto with all things game management, reffing. So it is a problem. Usually a goalkeeper can't have the same kind of colors, even similar colors as the other team. I remember Chiefs used to have neon green, neon pink. V says Rawina. No, I do not show the live game. I cannot afford those rights, guys. I'm in my living room, not some $1 billion place. So I'm not going to be fighting Supersport or Betway because I show the game and then have my accounts banned, guys. So unfortunately, no. You will have to get logging somewhere. With Shebeko stream. Here comes the first. They've been playing a very aerial ball. This MARUMO GALLANTS. And Chiefs, if they're not scared, I hope they don't default to the old Chiefs, because the old Chiefs used to struggle with crosses. The old Chiefs used to struggle with crosses quite a bit. Yeah, you see. The lineups are gonna show. Mini, it's gonna flash. That's one thing on this show where we have graphics. The kids lineup. They have graphics that show you the lineups and things like that, you know. It's not every TikTok live that is like this, you know what I mean? Straight draw, this one says Aura. Somebody equals Mayo. I didn't want to say the name. There's the space. There's the space I was talking about. You see, right in front of the defense, if you don't have the double pivot, MARUMO GALLANTS is going to play you off the pitch. They love the ball on them. So I'm worried about that space. No. This is Durban City, PK. This is Durban City. OT, was Mayo problematic signing regarding how good he is? I think Mayo believes he's a star, and he was signed under the auspices of being a star. So if you watch him on the pitch, he does a lot of big head star things where how do I put it? Remember Lodge at Pirates towards the end? How he was almost giving senior vibes and making people shrink and smaller, and he was moving into spaces. So from the time he landed at Chiefs, if you remember the Modi incident, there's been a lot of little incidents where you can see that Umayo Uzchelile Guti star. I think he just needs to tone down a little bit. I think that is the problem, not necessarily anything else. I love how we talk tactics and strategy, but when you're watching, there's no consistent playing pattern. There isn't. You have to find them. There are patterns, but you have to find them. The coach said beautiful football doesn't win you games. He's been listening, Melvin. He's been listening. Oh, Tsehofas, at least I know you're coming in peace. Letamo, welcome. He thinks he's Ronaldo. Are we playing in Africa or what? No. Yes. You're playing in South Africa. These are the pitches, guys. Why are we acting like we haven't seen pitches like this before? I would love to see us play like Aston Villa, a team who knows they're in the Premier League race. I think the more I like the surprise factor. The surprise factor keeps you humble, right? The moment they start feeling themselves in terms of them being in this title race, that's where things are going to fall apart for me. So right now, keep your clean sheets. That's something that Chiefs has done very well this season. Keep your clean sheets. Don't concede a lot. And then, if you'll be fine, right? So that's the thing. So for me, I don't want them to understand that they're in a title race right now. I ask again, what is beautiful football? Now beautiful football is winning. Sepaya says this pitch is not well maintained. Ow! Nana Rile says, hi, as I am cosified.
But I am a big Kaizer Chiefs fan. I have not supported any other football club. Ever.
Kana Mondeki Mpambaniso. I forgot that the second name. Hugh Mpambaniso is usually an issue, hey? He's usually an issue. He gives kind of the dreadlocks guy. The dreadlocks guy what TS Galaxy, he gives those vibes. The Tulani Mawaso video was planned. Not today. We're not going to keep a clean sheet. Oh, Hololoshe, we are not Awusintabi kupo ubuele batho ba man. Beautiful foot. No, for me, beautiful football is winning. It's always been. Litabo, you know, we've had fights, we've had confrontations on the show with different people about beautiful football. I don't believe in beautiful football because I believe that people are just speaking one way about that thing, just one side. They're not speaking about the results side of it. Me, I'm a results man. If your team just so happens to be really good defensively, win defensively. And you win defensively. If they're skillful, win skillful. But you need to win. That's my thing. Simple and Sorable says 2-0. Would you trade your current Kaizer Chiefs goalkeeper? No, I wouldn't trade him. You got to give people credit, guys. You got to give people credit. Nobody was expecting Peterson to be this good. No one. No one was expecting Peterson to be this good. So you got to give credit where credit is due. He's done a great job. So right now, I wouldn't trade him. I wouldn't trade him. Oh, Fisto, last town, welcome. Yes, Mvelase. Mvelase has this thing about him where he could beat you or he could give you the ball for you to win. That's what Mpambaniso gives me. Like, he's that type of player. Mayo, guys. Can't compare Zesco and PSL Standard winning. Oh, guys, what's this PSL Standard? As in South Africans, sometimes we love to make ourselves feel like we are better than everyone. Guys, what's this PSL Standard? How many times have you complained? Remember when we were complaining about FNB being bad? Remember when Sundowns played Pirates, called Loftus, and Loftus had the brown stuff and people are complaining about the brown things? Guys, what is the standard? I like him very much. Very disciplined. He's a disciplined player. Isn't Ndlondlo playing? He is. Kaizer Chiefs defense has been good. I'm not sure about Peterson. Ay, velile. Angithi abo Ronan Williams, you give them all of the credit in the world, even though the defenses are world class. I'm not saying he's a bad keeper. So why can't we say Peterson? Doesn't Peterson have the second or third most clean sheets this season? I think Chain is number 1, isn't it? Ow, nah. Commercially speaking, sure. I'm not watching. Mara because on a Wednesday, usentombi. Why no hlala usentombi yini? So untombi yakho just watches you watch football. I'm Mara nawe. Kaizer Chiefs must thank Hugo Bruce. In Marumo, we believe PSL Standard is a team playing low block for 90 minutes. Yes, Shabalala is in. Zipo Senkosi says, I trust Ndlondlo. You didn't trust Ndlondlo. You never trusted Ndlondlo. That's why he's at Gallants. Kayakobona Zipo Senkosi. Hey, GNU. If Peterson was at Sundowns, he would be in the national team. Well, that was the argument. Remember, now I asked yesterday and I didn't get an answer. Outside, let's take Williams out. Let's take Chain out. Who are your top 5 goalkeepers in the league? Who are your top 5? Like Nje. Because I made the argument for Abu Chipes heads and people went crazy, but who are your top 5 keepers in the league? Gallants is combining so well. There was, I remember when we started the season and played them, the 4-1 win. There was a good 30 minutes where Gallants was unplayable. And you have a lot of those mobile players here. It's just that I think they're going to miss out on having somebody up top who can actually score. So you watch where Ndlondlo is, watch where Tladisa finds himself, watch how they all bunch into a side, right? That's all good and well for control's sake. But then in terms of actual chances, I don't think they're going to get them. So that bunching for me has to happen centrally, right where Mabue is, in front of Quinika and McCarthy. If you can draw McCarthy out, because he's the more active one, if you can draw McCarthy out, you can open up some chances, which is what they did in the beginning. But now, the field is giving Lotto with every bounce. You have to gamble the direction. Those who had some grass, The Temafem knows about the complex. Complex was, hey. And you got used to it, you know. You got used to it, the complex, playing on those type of grounds. Clean sheets with no saves, it's like believing in the ANC. Stanley, do you want the clean sheet or not? Do you want the clean sheet or not? Again, what is the credit that Williams always gets? Clean sheets. But when you look at the number of shots taken, come on. PSL, both teams play low block at the same time. ADL. No, actually, it's funny. Mike Morton did a video where he spoke about the scoring rates, and we are in the lowest scoring, in terms of scoring rates, we are in the lowest scoring season ever. So, hey, it is true. What defend nje? What defend you? Even now, look at these two teams. We've played 20 minutes, right? And the only shot I remember is Velepai, and then the half chance that MARUMO GALLANTS got, right? So all this time we've been playing, you don't see. Look at where Mayo is. Kanti Mayo how strike Joe. Oh, now we swap places with Shabalala. Guys, what is? I just wish PSL players. Oh, Kwinika yellow card. Kwinika yellow card. Kwinika yellow card. I just wish South African players could just be disciplined, the pitchy, guys. Just be this. If you're a striker, be a striker. This movement all over the place is crazy. You see that yellow card, Kwinika? I was expecting that to happen more with Aiden McCarthy, but it's again because Munyane has to pick. So part of the problem with Kaizer Chiefs, especially with, I remember we used to complain about this with Mart quite a bit. Part of the problem is your defensive midfielder is meant to be your extra cover to the side of the ball, to the side of the pitch where the ball is. So if you think about Makaula at Pirates, he's able to add an extra person. So even if Van Rooyen is gone, your first responder is your CDM instead of your center back. But because they're not tracking back properly, the center back is meant to jump out. So in as much as we complain about Miguel, for example, that was a Miguel situation without Miguel. But now you start seeing that the pressure's on the center back to now make a decision. I have to make a decision because Agnabantu Lapambi. And that game versus Zesco, when they were jumping out and doing that, everybody has to shift. And what tends to happen is that then you have an overload on one side where your last man has two defenders that they're watching, right? So it's something that I don't understand, Coach Chiefs, guys. I don't understand it, honestly. Super Chains, Kukuna goalkeeper, top 5. We're also watching Watch Chiefs. Lina, Super Chain Chiefs, Lina, Onyango, William. Onyango! Still! Ofori Peterson, Steven. Peterson Chiefs, Ronaldo, Lina. Noah Mazulu. Who's the goalkeeper? Mazulu. Can we behave like Williams was the top keeper at Supersport, Evan. Scoring rate is sitting at 1.91. Average per game 2.29, halfway through the season, lowest ever. Nothing on target so far, Malume Kutsumara. You can't speak. Velile says, leave Mayo alone. Nangiti, they are pressing from the front. No, I got pressing from the front. Do you problem yami Velile? I got pressing from the front. Oh, pressure from the front at the very least. The center back yakho kumele ubeke emehlweni. Inhlale no2. Azi ukuthi if uthole ipo manje istriker sami sisemuva. Umaka midfield. Oh. Chiefs is gonna concede here. Chiefs is gonna concede here. Is it fair to expect our players to be better since they don't earn as much? Earn as much. And delay. Do you know what my argument has always been? I don't know. Maybe the grass in Europe is different. Maybe the training times in Rio are different, but surely we can't be complaining about salaries when these guys are resourced. They do this for a living. I've asked before, what does a video session look like at a PSL team? Is it a lack of video? What does a training session look at a PSL team? Is it a lack of what? Pitches, balls? Some of the things that we're asking them to do at this age, at this big age, you're telling me that they can't do because they're not earning as much. Are the training methods not the same? Honestly, the last time I had proper players in SA was 1996 to 2000. Yeah, 2000 to about 2007 was also fire. Can't we have a standard for pitches in South Africa? This picture's making a terrible watch, says JJ. I have a caffeine addiction, 4 Red Bulls and a cappuccino. We're shaking about at the back. No, there's something coming. There's something coming. Yeah. OT, there was a debate yesterday. When a player earns 80K, is it before or after tax? Depends on the package. Depends on the package and the reporting. It depends on the package and the reporting. But usually your contract is pre-tax. So whatever you'd see in a player's contract would then be, tax would be deducted from that before it lands in their account. I think there are some exceptions. Kind of signing bonus, was that an exception? I can't remember. Melvin says Chiefs but the Chiefs gotta lose. Kana Mako and Ndlondlo used to play together. Mako, Ndlondlo, Tladisa, Munyani. Yeah, those are the players that used to play together. Oh, Nkosiami. Oh, Munyani bakwata, why no shooter? Nothing is happening up top. Nothing is happening up top, guys. Oh. Fun fact, a lot of them don't earn a lot. Like when you go to the other teams, I spoke to a player who said, look, hey, Majita are carpooling to practice. We have to budget a certain way, all of that stuff. So in general, they don't earn a lot. We just always speak about the top guys or the guys that play for Sundowns, Chiefs, Pirates. But for the most part, a lot of players are struggling. And the ones that are still good, usually it's because historically they came from Chiefs, Pirates, or Sundowns. As long as there's no economic growth, our players will always play for change. There's money, but they don't exploit these things. Ria is always, Ria and Talia, but Ria is always talking about, hi, it's Ria on TikTok, is always talking about the potential opportunities that our players miss out because they don't know how to leverage their personal brands or they've signed them away. A lot of the time, they don't know how to negotiate. So every story you hear of the players going to one of the big three, it's like, hey dog, nah, but it's a Sainamo. And now about a Sainamo, it's going to be in the team's benefit, honestly speaking. Remove Mayonje. Munyanen is shooting. Chiefs is playing nonsense. Pa! Hitting two, I mean. But I'm negative. They need to relax as Putin. Most players make around 35K. Yeah, 30 to 35K as far as I know. But yeah, that could be different. Usually agents take a percentage of the signing bonuses and then there should be, I think it was 10% is the cap for monthly from a player. So usually when you have management, whatever you make, 10% goes to them. So that could be salary included. But usually with our players, the agents are fine with just the signing, getting their cut from the signing bonus, and then the teams usually give them separate money, which is something that is not really done around the world, but the teams usually give them a finder's fee type of thing. I think so. There's a couple of them, but I'm not sure what that deal looks like. Ake batle go bolela. Hey guys, ake batle go bolela. Go tla tswa diphiri tse ding. 29 minutes in. Haona batho bo. Look, there's the space again, Gamabu. There's the space again. It's just that Babariso decided to go around in circles. Guys, the space is right there. Just in front of Chiefs' defense. How are you getting challenged by Ndlondlo and then the second ball is being won by a MARUMO GALLANTS player? That doesn't make sense. Ow. I explained about the game, guys. I can't show you the game. It's copyrighted. Yo, you want me to get into trouble? Give you one. Zongo said he could play in any league in the world, but he failed here at home. It's technically abilities, not money. They can pay you millions, but if I'm Mnandi. No, and Mnandi can be taught. We must also move away from that idea that Uba Mnandi is a God-given. All these things that the players do can be taught. It's not that the players overseas are more talented. All the things can be taught. That's why I'm saying, you've been playing football your whole life. You've got the best coaches and there's analysts and there's licenses and all of that stuff. You can't teach a player how to trepa. Or to trepa in a way that makes you dangerous. She's also wrong because the market isn't there. Oh, there's a huge market. There's a huge market. Problem is that the players have sold their personal rights. Amstel should have an ambassador right now from Pirates. An ambassador who's an ambassador on their own with their own money for Amstel. They usually do it with the players that have retired. At Pirates, you get the signing fee cash. Yeah, cash. This defense. Oh, there's no cover. Counter, let's go. Where's Mayo? Sheba Mayo, Kokai, striker, sir. Then Lilepo runs back. Oh my gosh. Have you all accepted Marco or you all still see him as a Paris player? No, I've accepted him. Limonyane. You just have to perform at this point or else questions come up, but I've accepted him. I still wouldn't have made the signing, but I think he's played relatively okay. Oh, Arubi. Hey, Arubi almost gifted us something there. The bench has Vuma Msimango, Solomon Ndlovu, Mabaso, Cirino, Da Silva, Vilakazi, and Partman. James Milner, Jordan Henderson, I'm trying to think of all the boring players. Harry Maguire right now. Yeah, there's a lot of them. These guys are volunteering. That's not a salary to live off. 35k. 35k is fine. It could be so much more. Nkumbulu Jr. telling the story that when he negotiated his deal with Chiefs, well, not even negotiated, when they told him what his salary was going to be, he then found out that the overseas guys were earning about 10 times, 15 times that. Melvin, I don't understand. Yes, Munyane kupukwate. Yo, thank you, Munyane kupukwatele, man. Hey, imagine coming from Paris that's winning all these things and then never mind. We're just watching because we're patriotic. Otherwise, no, there's nothing happening in this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Edward says friends of Gallants. Ow. Bongs. Bongs. Yo. The gaps, guys. Look, there's that gap again. There's that. Oh, guys. And our players love to turn backwards. You know, if you just turn positively once or twice, Gallants could have had a lot more chances here. See, look, the second ball is consistently being won by Gallants players. There's no one go 16. No one. Kana, how old is Lafite? Isn't he 30 or something? I just want to check. Lafite. Coach Wanto. Yeah, Kele 97. So they were made him, 29. He's 29. Lafite. 29-year-olds are coaching Go PSL, guys. Tabokele, I'm not sure. There hasn't been an update on him. Silva's coming with a Messi goal. Dupree's left. There was a conversation about Dupree's. I don't know if he's gone, but there was a conversation about him being unhappy at the club. He's 28 now. But it's football age. Well, we're the same country that brought in Bo. Kanakimang. Why am I forgetting? Hey, I'm forgetting these guys' names. Kanakimang for khoza. Joseph Makanya will coach Bucks one day. Because that's not going to happen. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Unfortunately. It's the fact that I believe he's not on the bench anymore even. He's not going to... Our teams, the big teams don't take South African coaches seriously. It was only Chiefs. Right? It was only Sundowns, sorry. Chiefs defending for their lives because they're messy. Sugar Spice. They don't have a base of midfield. So, Oti, what are your thoughts of Mbule? I'm not going to speak about... I'm going to speak about rumors. Should have started with Ndlovu. Yeah. Kaizer Chiefs have given Zwane a chance. Did they back him? How many players did they sign for him? You know that he gave us our best finish, I think, since Middendorp, and he got fired. Well, restructured. Which custard, Litab? What is this enjoying custard thing? What is this enjoying custard thing? How long are we going to tolerate the football these coaches are coaching? Lafite is number 12 right now, and he's being praised left, right, and center. Our teams have different mandates than us, guys. We must just learn. Munyane bashaute, boy, bashaute, ay, batubana. The sweetest one. Hey, velile angizingeni mina, angizingeni. He was let go and replaced by Ntseki. Ntseki wasn't given a chance. Let go and replaced by Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson wasn't given a chance. So, and I'm not talking about fans being angry. I'm talking about teams standing behind the guys. Look at how they stood behind Kimang. Coach out Zamai. Can't be experimenting at this stage of the season. But Lore, you have to rotate again. This no metric thing is a big problem because decision. I don't even think it's about that, right? I just feel like we don't value decision making. We value Bamnandi. That's the problem. Hey, here's the set piece goal. Chiefs. We just need the one. Haba fancy ka go pasa. Dexter was the last coach who brought the players he wanted. All of them had a say. Aye, Sandiso. Standazela nje uthi balichayise man, balichayise igoli lana, shot there by Verepai. This is frustrating. Castillo would have cooked something. I loved Castillo so much. I don't know why they let him go. Do you think Mayo's coming back next season? Kana, is he on loan or is he a full contract? Was it a full contract? I can't remember. Because if it's a full contract, there's no choice. These are the decisions that teams make that sit with them. We've never replaced Ernst Middendorp. Was hated, but he performed better than the last coaches. Again, that's why big worded. Lerata nitandu bumnandi. Lerata swikire. Even if the swikire is not giving you anything. When I say helicopter football, it's a bad thing. But helicopter football was the most successful football at Chiefs. Surely at some point you think to yourself, maybe you go back to the thing you're doing the best. But lebata oba modern tiki-taka, shushain, what, the chameleons. I like Verepai. If it was Shabalala, he would have just dribbled nje. It's a loan. Yeah, he's on loan. So Umayo phela ufonela ubaba wakhe umsebenzi. No, but remember, according to Basia, Chiefs had put in an offer, and apparently it was too late. If it was just 30 minutes earlier, he would have gone to Chiefs. That's what they said. So he came, I guess, why? Big teams must play good football. No, big teams must play winning football. Good football is in the results that you get. Ow. Good football is in there. We are speaking as though we didn't see Supersport win 3 leagues in a row. With football that you would hate. We speak as though we didn't watch a lot of teams do things because they just understood their football. Understand your team, understand your personnel, understand your culture, and go win with that. Nah, this good football thing I see. Because it is so lemon. Do players know the game is televised? They know. Gavin should have been given a chance. 100%. Sports is entertainment value. We can't be watching helicopter football. No. Yeah, I think that's where we get it wrong. Litabo. The fun of Mourinho's time was watching a Mourinho that played a specific football and was at the top, playing versus a Pep that plays a specific football and was at the top, versus a Sir Alex Ferguson that approaches the game. That's what's fun. That's what's entertaining. But the problem is that when you say that you have to play good football, you are watching lesser of the product. So you're not watching all the teams playing tiki-taka. You're watching one team that's really good at tiki-taka play 10 teams that suck at it. And then one team is going to cream those guys all the time. Like, the EPL is exciting at times because Arteta goes and plays Carrick. Carrick goes and plays Man City and beats them. With a simple football. Look at how excited those Man United fans are. Look at how it's waking up the game. But if it's just all the teams are doing the same thing, Lane PSL, it's low block versus low block. They tell us that they want to put the ball on the floor. We believe that balls are on floors. But if you watch MARUMO GALLANTS, for example, with short players, the ball has been in the air a lot in this game. They default to crossing. But Tikrol played CAF football and won. There's no such thing as CAF football, guys. Steve Compella once said football should be easy in the eye. That's what people came to know. Okay, I'll put it like this. Let me put it like this. I'll put it like this. If Chiefs plays this football and wins the league, do you care? If Chiefs does this, what are they doing now? And then they get a lucky goal and they go 1-0, and they just so happen to 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, but throw away here and there, but 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Do you think you care? Or will it not be entertaining still? Can't play entertaining football without getting. And also, here's my other thing. Lobumnandi benu doesn't come with results. So when you're talking about CAC football, you put results onto it. But when you're talking about beautiful football, you don't put results onto it. Oh, but touching 100, one shot on target. Yeah, but they look so good. How many times have we hyped our players here because they looked great? But when you actually look at the results, you're like, hi guys, Lana. Anyway, you look at where Mokwena have to. Mokwena are crossing. Mokwena are crossing. If MARUMO GALLANTS was smart, they just hit the two-man counter. I say it all the time. Two-man counter. Mr. Oti. Velile. 2 minutes added on to it, 30 minutes, 30 seconds into it. One thing that gives me hope, we're going to see media substitution second half. We'll see. No, look, you don't have to just, Litabo, you can disagree with me all you want. With all of Umnandi, you're watching the lowest scoring league right now. The lowest scoring league season. With all of your entertainment. And then your entertainment, when it has to go overseas to go play against non-entertaining players that are serious, you lose every single time. So you don't have to agree with me. That's not what I'm saying this for. All I'm saying is, for me, the win must be the most important thing. Whether you are playing ugly, quote-unquote, helicopter football, or you are playing beautiful football, the goal of that thing should be to win. I say it all the time here. Tiki-taka doesn't become the top style of play because it looks beautiful. It's the top style of play because Pep wins a treble. Spain dominates for a good 6-8 years with that football, right? They won with it. They didn't say it's nice, oh, it's beautiful, no, yeah, just because it's beautiful we're gonna win. No, they won. That's the bar. Argentina, the bar is just, hey, shishi pola so that we can be happy, and then you don't care about the results. When I told you guys, Pirates struggle scoring. No, George, this team and that one, and how can, and Mbule, and this and that. Pega, Chiefs, with its ugly, all of this is literally a couple of points behind those two. Chiefs is the third best team in the league right now. By the way, this. Anyway, sorry. It is half time. I'm going to open up. Hi, man. Guys, apologies. One. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm just having some problems. Oh, there we go. Okay, guys, it's half time. Let's move on to discussion quickly about what we saw in the first half, and then we'll go from there. So, guys, like I said, it is half time. Sandy, so welcome to the show. What are you seeing?
Hey, top and changing is killing us.
Yeah.
Some call it a rotation, but you rotate so much, 6 players, that's not okay. Because it means you are tampering. Look at the midfield yet. You tempered with Umabu and Ndlovu. Ungob is not coping with the pace of the game. He's match unfit on top of that. So it just doesn't work. And you've got a player who really makes me more worried every day I watch him, Mushabalala. He doesn't seem to grow with his game. His decision making He can't take players on. Yet, I don't know whether Banama States or Shabalala, but I don't see him going forward. I don't see him playing the football he's supposed to be playing at this moment. We should be relying on him. He's no longer a youngster. I mean, we should be. He's giving us nothing.
Yeah.
When again, the pitch is against us. Completely, it's bad. It's completely bad. It's bumpy. But this wholesale chop and changing, it's too much. It's really too much. So I'm hoping for a set piece or one mistake from MARUMO, because we need points. The so-called bad ball, poor ball, esilidlalayo yile lisibeke ku-position 2 nje. If you get what I'm saying. Yeah, we are there. Ngalo ibhola lilibi linjalo if we argue that. Because sike salidlala ibhola. Remember 1 year Pirates played excellent football under Upapish. They won nothing.
So then, how do you improve these players? Because as you're saying, some of these players have been coach Chiefs for a very long time. I mean, you're talking about Shabalala.
Yes.
Not getting Kosing Pileng Ngobo is right there. He's also sitting there. He's been at Chiefs for a while. What changes this thing? What improves them? Is there even an appetite to improve them, Lapo Sandis?
Yes, you look at these coaches, I sometimes wonder who is really coaching between the two. Are they co-coaching or bashintshana, they interchange ama-games? Namhlanje ubona uYusuf Emile, ngelinye ilanga uKhaze. And for me, on its own, who is suspect to confuse players? 1, 2, players Chiefs. Ngenxa yokuthi coach abekho consistent. There was a game, I think, opening of the season, noma kwakuyi-Black Label. Ungcobo had a beautiful game. Come next game, he was not even in the first 24 or 18. And you wonder, based on what do you take such a decision? Because umdlali umrewarda ngokwe-performance to any game. From training, we are rewarded. Game, you reward that play. Now, what they are doing, chop and changing, unnecessary changes sometimes.
Yeah.
And here you are, you're starting off Velepai, who is an impact play. 2, you mess up, you temper with Undlovu Nomabu, who have very, very good connection on Sunday when you watch that game. And why do you change such when you don't even have Ox? MARUMO is running, is flowing, is sweet, because Umabu yetu, and we don't seem to be playing forward. If Besitsim Kipela, because he's forward playing now.
Sunday, someone have to jump in just for time, just to let everybody in. Mara, I'm gonna come back and ask about changes. Let me just bring in Bongs. Bongs, Ubonang Bongs first off. Bongs.
Oti, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What are you seeing first off?
No, Kaizer Chiefs could still play like this, ne? And still win 1-0 and then play draws here and there. Is this your here and there right now? Is this going to be our here and there?
It could be.
Because Rabona, what's going on there? The middle field, Tunali something Emisangoba is not doing what he's supposed to do. Shabalala Lena, I see what he's supposed to do to feed the strikers. So for Mayor Abe off position, because Mayo has been off position, it's because Obata we tatela ball. And I don't understand why Chiefs in this tendency of all their strikers bagatol at the ball. I thought it was only Igadaru, but Mayo didn't go away. Going deep, trying to get the ball. And suddenly the defenders are going off position because the strikers are not scoring. So they want to take that opportunity but score the goal. And now it lets MARUMO Gallants come with a counter-attack. And how many times have been MARUMO Gallants counter-attacking, making our defense look so shaky?
But then should we also speak about Gallants? Because in as much as Chiefs has been poor, there's 2 teams on that pitch, and if Gallants is also doing poorly, are we just watching 2 poor teams?
You could say that we are watching two poor teams because none of them are taking opportunities of the poor performances done by another team. For example, Gallants with their counter-attack. How many times have they counter-attacked us for a chance for them to score a goal? They could have scored 1 or 2 goals right now, but they didn't take the chances because they are also poor. So we need to take control of that midfield for us to find a goal.
Do you have to take control of the middle field, or can you just go high ball? Just high ball. Just whitey, Ukenyeta Silva, o cross man.
Khoza because nobody likes crossing. I've been saying this in every game, whether it's Chiefs, Pirates, or Sundowns. I've been asking, why can't they put the ball in the box? That's where the ball is needed mostly. Put the ball in the box for a striker to score. So if Hosna Mutas cross on the ball, who will score? Because Babata overlap, dribble, the plus bank and those goals. And not doing the basics thing. Get the ball into the wing and cross for a striker to score.
Okay, Bongs, for time, let me bring in user 786. Sorry, the name is coming up as user 786. Welcome. What are you seeing?
Hi, OT. Have you had dinner?
Have I? No, I did. I ate.
Oh. How's your quest going? Because I remember wawugcina uthe ufuna ukuthola onke ama-t-shirts ama-team adlala i-PSL. And I saw you, I think you Galaxy not so long ago. So how's that quest going for you?
I derailed. I went and fetched some old kids. Old kids.
Nice.
And bafana bakhale. So I'm still gonna get back onto it.
Okay. Thank you so much, my brother. Sure.
Let me go to Spuda. Spuda, what are you seeing here from Chiefs? Half time here.
Molweni ekhaya. Unfortunately, I think i-Chiefs njengamanje idlala kangcono ne.
Okay.
At least there's no goal that they've considered so far. More fair good log this season. They're number 3 compared to last season where they were at same time. So I think if you support the Chiefs, you must be happy at least. They're playing good football. Yet there's no shot on goal yet, but I think the fact that they concede, it's good game they're playing tonight, in my view. Given Uguti number 3, and if they win here, who knows? They can go to number 2.
Can I ask? So, is it a case just generally? Is it a case of Chiefs is better, or is it a case that they're slightly better than a lot of the teams now? And what does that say, Kalikiarona then?
I think Chiefs. Let's say compare the Chiefs. It's not compare the Miami teams. Where was Chiefs last season? Compare Chiefs with Chiefs last season or the previous years. It's been a 10-year of drought. This season they are better, very better. So ngalokho mina ngithi ayisibani ngichance sibone ukuthi izophela kanjani ilog. They're doing well at this season in my view.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
The last comment ukuthi before ugijime uqala ukhase eqala. But we're having high hopes sometimes for Chiefs. Kanti phela okwamanje ukuthi nje babe normal ukuthi no ba number 2. They're challenging for a league. Maybe next season they can do even better, Yeah.
Do you see what could be improved here?
I think most teams they're struggling with finishing, like a striking department.
Yeah.
How good to striker? Well, we are landela. The time they do a cross, value you were from fetching the football yourself. So I think having a number 9 or boxing and having supply from the midfield to supply number 9, then go to number 9 bowler island delay. But having short on goal can improve.
I'm gonna come back. Let me go to Tabang. Tabang, welcome to the show. What did you see in the first half? Let me just see if I can help Tabang here. Okay, for time, let me go back to Sandy. So Sandy, oh, there we go. Tabang, are you with me?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, my brother. What did you see in the first half?
Testing 1 2. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
This trying to fit, you understand? Undlovu. On the previous game. Yeah, on the first half. Now, Undlovu, on the previous game, he was the man of the match. Then I'm trying to make a pension. You understand? And if you check the midfield there too, manji, like there's no one or protector ama defender way to currently now.
Yeah.
Sialeka in the midfield. Because of Ndlovu, he was doing a better job. You understand? And then the combination around Ndlovu, no Mabue, they were complementing each other. You understand? It the midfield is between but manje, like Sateka in the midfield, like you are not solid as we were. And the question is, why do you take out Ndlovu or make a pension of Fagungo? You understand? So that thing in this bulala, they would like I'm a coach, a technical teammate. Bano change my player. And that thing is a bulaya, a confident a player. This thing, the player I'm on to win enough the match. Next game I'm far make a pension. Then what does it do to a player? Him like confident, and then the consistency will pull up. That's why they say the problem about us or our technical team is consistent.
I wanna ask a question about the current network.
You understand?
I wanna ask a question, but I think the network is a bit.
This night first half. So I don't know what you guys are second half, but I hope Bafagundlovu, keep on Bafagundlovu. So as you look in the midfield, but the main problem is
okay, I think there was just a bit of an issue there with the network. I just want to go quickly through everybody. Sandy, so changes prediction?
One 0 to Chiefs. Changes. Take off Shabalala, you bring in Userin.
Okay.
Take off Ulilepo, you bring in Nutas Silva. You take off Fungobo, you bring in.
Guys, can just in the comments, please let me know in the comments if you can hear me. I just can't see the proper things here. Let me see, Bongs. Yeah, for time's sake, Bongs, tell me what you think. Changes prediction?
Now I'm looking to take out Ngobo and put on Ndlovu, then take out Mayo and put on Da Silva, so that I can make crosses and get a goal.
Score?
1-0 Kaizer Chiefs.
User, I don't know if you want to jump in and give me your thoughts, score prediction.
Uma sanilala ne, nivule ifan. Make sure in your son's room uvule ifan or something. Yashisa. If you guys have an aircon, open an aircon. Yashisa, guys. We don't want the kids dying of heat. Yashis. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Sura, changes prediction.
Last season it finished number 9, and the whole season they won only 8 games. This season already they've won 9 games, so I don't see them struggling this year. They should be winning. So I see 1-0.
Okay. No, guys, thank you so much. We are back in. It's the 46 minute. Velile. Okay, velile. Yabona ukuthi time yamthini ithi 45 ngilungisile, it's fine. We are here. Guys, second half has started. It is 0-0. It is 0-0 right now. 47 minutes in. No changes have been made up to this point, so we're probably going to see a lot of the same problems. I want to ask the comments. Guys, people in the comments, I hear that, fine, we're complaining about the midfield and all of that. What do we say to the people who then might come back and say, listen, this is rotation. They come from Zambia right now. You need to bring other players in. How do you guys feel about that argument from people? Because Bonabondlovu, they were playing in Zambia. Maybe playing in the midfield is a little bit too much to handle up to this point. For me, it's a bland game, guys. It's a bland game. I mean, halftime hit. Gallants had the only shot on target, by the way, which is a conversation that I always have with people who speak about chance created and all of those type of things. We tend to forget the other team. So right now, at halftime, it was sitting with 3 shots from MARUMO GALLANTS, 1 on target, with Kaizer Chiefs having 4 with none on target, right? So again, I'm not saying it's bad or whatever. I'm just saying that the facts of the matter is that in as much as we are saying Chiefs is better, Gallants would have come a little bit closer, but then also this is just the state of the league that we're in. And it was part of the question I was asking, that this state where we are at right now, you know, Chiefs is the 3rd best team in the league, right? As it stands. Chiefs, let me just pull it up. Chiefs is 1 point as it stands right now, 1 point behind Orlando Pirates. Obviously, Pirates has games in hand, but Chiefs is 1 point away from Orlando Pirates. They are 4 points away from Mamelodi Sundowns. So if they were to win this game, for example, they're still up there. So then now, when we're speaking about our league, that's the top teams. Also, obviously, the stats about it being the lowest scoring season. What does that say about our league right now? Libo Sundowns, they would have been far ahead of us by now. They would have won all these games, blah, blah, blah. Is it still good? Is it still competitive? Is it a good competitive? Or is it just poor and we're just fighting each other at a lower level? If that makes sense. But anyway, corner to Kaizer Chiefs. Here's the set pieces that people have been looking for. Mabue coming over to take that set piece. Very interesting. I think there's a space in front of the 2 defenders. There's a space in front of the centre backs. There's no cover. There's no cover for the defensive line. So I think Marumo should be trying to take advantage of that. But yeah, no. Hey, it's not looking lively. Okay, Chiefs is looking lively now, says Anga. Here comes a cross. Counter! Go, Washington! Do you guys? Oh my gosh! Guys, please tap the screen. I'm looking for 25k likes. Then I will open and I will let everybody come in and give me a minute of their time. Whether you want to speak about the match or my collection, we could go from there. But guys, I'm looking for 25k likes. No, Pablo, I like football. Like, I want to see teams taking advantage of errors. If there's an error, if there's a space, you need to show that you are here. That's my issue. I don't necessarily care that I'm a Chiefs fan. Obviously, I want Chiefs to win. But can we watch? Can we push each other? Can we give each other a tough time seeing some of the errors that we're seeing? Guys, I want to watch football, guys. I see a draw here. Tsal, I think he's playing alone. He's always too late to take the shot. Maybe teams are more defensive. Not defensive. I think for me, I'd use complacent. The teams have realized that they're not playing for much here. Pirates is winning all of the trophies. Sundowns is winning the league. It's been happening for years on years on years now. So, I mean, come on. Guys, is it facilities? It can't be facilities, guys. Guys, it can't be facilities. Facilities must teach you how to space or to make a run. Guys, this is a professional league. Guys, this is the top league in South Africa. Top 3 in Africa. You're telling me that we're blaming facilities? Guys, Ay, nyala, guys. Ay, nyala, guys. Oh, Mayo. The reason I joined CAF time is because of this is telephonic. I see Gallants winning 1-0 says Tins. Can we watch? Yes, Buddha, can we just be entertained, guys? And entertainment doesn't mean you'll shigish and jay, but also a back and forth, man, where they're taking advantage of each other's things. I'd love that. Yeah, no, it's the time. It's the actual time. The timer is for the game. So the game is literally on 52 minutes 49. That's a negative perspective. Okay. Tunilawa, facilities in the context of famous widow. Oh, that okay. Yes, we don't have the facilities, fam. Sorry. They claim to have an arena, but damn. Maybe these coaches are paid by entertainment to go Philly's game. No, guys. Philly's games is frustrating. Meaning that we don't have the best players in the country playing professionally. Look at how they bunched up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. All in one side. I don't know. Maybe I'm just bleak on this. But, when you're coaching kids, like really young kids, what's the one complaint you always have about them? They follow the ball. Like, it's small things, man. Honestly. But the Chiefs almost benefited. Hi guys, at this point I just wanted 3 points, guys. And it's another conversation to be had to say that, structures are very important. What made Sundowns dangerous wasn't necessarily the quality of player. It contributed, obviously, but the major thing is that there was a structure you were playing in. Putin says, like I'm watching amateur team. But anyway, 54 minutes in. Chiefs looked lively for the first 10 minutes of this half, but then, they couldn't go further. Would these players pay to watch themselves play? I don't think so. I don't think they take themselves seriously. I don't think they take themselves seriously that much. I think we're just a complaining nation. For sure, that could also be it, Sbuda, but you can't fight what we're seeing. But hey, also, could just be a complaining nation. You could be 100% right there. Here comes a free kick from MARUMO GALLANTS. Far post, it goes over. But Chiefs seems solid at the back, protecting the goalie. No, look, that's why I said you have to give them credit, I guess, at times to just say, guys, the credit will be that, you guys are keeping the clean sheets. Peterson is keeping clean sheets, so you can't complain about that. I think my complaint in that regard is less to do with Chiefs and more to do with MARUMO GALLANTS right now. More to do with MARUMO GALLANTS. That there are spaces and openings, but they're not intentional. I think that's the word I'm going to use. I don't want to use good or bad. I want to use intentional. Our teams are not intentional. Like, you're not intending to score. You're hoping that the ball will bobble at a certain place or somebody might slip or make a mistake and you'll get a chance that way. But it's not intentional to say, we're making this pass for the sake of the next pass taking us towards the goal and we are going to end with an action. It's just passing. Bruce right, equivalent to Sunday PL leagues are way better than this. Chiefs plays depressing football. Hi, let them depress us to the league. Let them depress us to the league then. Most likely a clean sheet for both teams. From finishing 9th. I think, Spura, here's my thing. I'm not fighting that. That's not what I'm talking about. It's the context of what's happening around Chiefs. I'll give you an example. Stellenbosch fell off a cliff. Like hard nose dive all the way off a cliff. Right? Chiefs hasn't necessarily been outplaying teams to win. You don't need to. But I'm just saying that it's the context of everything. At the end of the day, if Chiefs finishes number 2, I'm not going to be here complaining. They're going to be a finished number 2. But when we are speaking about analyzing games and things like that, or discussing football, we have to go a little bit deeper and say, okay, it's not clean. And again, that's why I wasn't comparing Chiefs to other teams. I was saying that is the context of it that the league level has dropped, and Kaizer Chiefs just so happens to be one of the more consistent teams now in the drop, if that makes sense. We need MARUMO GALLANTS that was playing Pirates Cup game, this pitch. Hence I asked if this match is better than the last one. No. Kabweres Kukune were bashed like they can do better. We had good players when Castle Lager sponsored Grassroots. I want them. That's why I was like, rather just put in Da Silva, playing with Kibang Lilepo, and just go hide. Bomb Squad. Remember we had a Bomb Squad conversation years ago. We were speaking about the Bomb Squad. Shebabo Bobi. And we were speaking about the concept of the Bomb Squad. You know, the last 20 minutes, you put on Castillo, you put on Morris, you put on Chivavairo, and you just bombard that box until something breaks. Just that urgency. What you Sundowns plays, you have 200 viewers, and Chiefs plays, you have 80 viewers. Ish. Hey, user, it's funny. I know a lot of people say Chiefs. Chiefs fans are numb right now. It feels like they're numb. There's a pattern. Even if you look at my account right now, there's a pattern. The thing is, sometimes it's leadership and motivations issue. Chiefs against big teams, they're good. Yeah, look. All the teams tend to wake up for important games. It's just sad that Chiefs have slipped into that. But again, you don't win the league with just important games. So if they're able to convert a corner, retiring. Telephonic says we are desensitized. Yeah, it's desensitization, I think. A lot has happened to Chiefs. We're like the guys that know the girl is cheating, but we're not going in. But now, yes, as you don't want to take them out, go dating yana, be romantic. Now you've also desensitized. Come on, desensitized. Doesn't work, that thing. Okay, 25K, guys, feel free to request and jump in. We are 60 minutes into this game. Velile! Champu 60, Baba, are you watching? Velilu, Velila, are you watching? Overthinking football arena. Nami nkona. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna go stereophonic, then we'll see if we can't get Soweto gent in. Pastor Prophet, John Stereophonic, what's on your mind?
Hey, my landlord, how are you?
I am good. I guess 0-0 is still good. A point is a point.
I will repeat this as I will say most of the time. The economy is critical but stable. But before I continue with my comment, those that are coming, le ba di comments, le ba latedi ba sthopa sa makhosi. Hey, no. We've been seeing, my issue is when I saw this lineup, I was saying, MARUMO GALLANTS, that midfield will have a field day with us.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're not taking that opportunity, because there are moments where you can clearly see that you could literally expose the overlap Yamunyani. And at some point, I don't know if it was the winger or it was the winger, was just wide open, but they tried to get the striker in between the defenders with that long ball, and it didn't succeed. So at some point you're just like, okay, we see the danger, but now what's going on? Like you just like, what's going on? And then with Chiefs on the other hand, wabana, it's like we're allergic to crosses. There was a point where I think it was Marco was open, and then Velebai decides to like cut, and then it's like, okay, now when you cut, what's your option? Because you barely see anyone in the box, and you're just gonna be shooting into a player. So you're just asking yourself, what, hey man, are we looking at getting into spaces and then maybe whip in the crosses? Or what's the plan? What's the plan? And you don't see that. Hey, and it's frustrating to watch, to be honest with you. But as far as another comment I want to add is that I hear people saying Chiefs are doing well. You could say not really, and not really in the sense that I think we just had a better defensive record that's sort of aiding the fact that we're in the top four, rather than to say that we've been maybe lethal in front of goal, or there've been goals that have been coming. But to be honest, it's just more that you could say that we seem defensively resolute, rather than saying that we've been lethal or up front. So that's all I see from this scene.
Would a positive outlook still help the team, or is it still a place where you still have to have the critical conversations? If you get my meaning, if you get what I mean.
To most fans that have been seeing the past 2 seasons, you would feel like we've reached rock bottom and the only way is up. So you would take that positive outlook to say, okay, but we're not where we used to be. But at the same time, it's like, okay, if we're not where we used to be, what did we improve upon? And then if that improvement, does that improvement take us to the next level? If not, then yes, we should be open to that kind of criticism.
Okay.
That's what I see.
Score prediction, Copa prophesy.
The score will remain a 0-0.
Okay. 65 minutes in. Let me bring Bongs in. Bongs, what are you seeing here? Bongs.
Okay, I just wanna touch on the fact that
guys, please mute when you come in. Please mute. I think it's Talia live. Bongs. Yeah, Kahuta, yes.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? All right, I just wanted to touch on these players that are given a chance, like Bongob. Why can't our players take a chance? Why can't players take a chance? How about you feel like Bongob? Because Ngobo hasn't been playing a lot, and I get a chance. I think to take that chance to say, okay, Lena, I'm still part of the team. I want to show what I can do. Why as I get that opportunity? I just want to find out why.
Do you think that
because
maybe it's
we told the chance today to play, but
no, go on, Bongs.
Yeah, carry on.
Yay! Laja!
No, let's not go on. Let's not worry about it because we scored.
Laja!
Don't worry, we scored.
Okay. Laja, there's the goal we're looking for.
We scored.
Box, I think there's a bit of a delay there. Chiefs are just going to make it 1-0. They're leading. Freak of a shot from Lilepo from the side goes in. Spuda. Let me try help Spuda here. Oh. Okay, let me see. Let me try Talia. Talia, can you hear me? We can barely hear you. Tell her, are you at the stadium? A little bit. We're gonna. Okay, we'll try. Yay. We'll try again. Hey, Spooner, let me try you again there. Just try and mute now.
You can cut the call. You can cut the call because you're not going to be able to hear me.
Now we can hear you actually. Very quickly. Okay, it's fine. Let me bring in Velile. Smuda, I'm gonna take you off. Try and request again. Velile. Heaven. Hi, okay, awusintabi. Karabathu bathutsi goal lelepo ikwetse batho mlomo.
After goal of the season, badminton batho. Hole hobe ka ga malo fantene re tsere moya a le la para bonga mfana.
Awusintabi na shooter or na crosser?
Una lena ha sho ho re hle o sho re kene palong. Ha sho malinte o ntsa itsipa wa ipatla. Mara modimo re mo rapelang yo ha dlali madaisi. Ke 3 point ya nyolwa ya na today.
Awusintabi I ka fela so le ko number 2 o ring ka go bathong.
Abdoti ya ba tluwa ka bo makene. No tema ke ba bonntse ba nyema ha ke ba tluwa ka bo make. Bo make bona ba be shush. Re ka uduma bona ba re tlwela ka hore they have what on hand ta ba rona. Okusalayo re ka uduma bona busimbo go fihlela weekend ke bana na go ba tlo re tlosa mo me re leng teng. Re dutse di mahlo tsa bona yene yona ba tlo iutlwisisa. Abasala ke ba tsamaye ba lo beita kwa.
Awusintabi o rinkile ka 3 points tsena tse kana.
Ata Abdoti ha ke tsebe ntse le bua di Ahly di helicopter di doom. Abana this time ha re na taba le bo le ba bana ba babedi ba ba ntseng ba sa tsebe se go hantle ba sa utlwi ntwe buang ka mo. Ba etsa mosebetsi na. Ba etsa mosebetsi. Ba etsa mosebetsi ene ba ba tlolle neta hore today who coach or next week ke ola kapo next game ya change kwa kielwa the other game. Ha ona taba ha fela re bona ntwe re batlang ho ibona ke di result di 3 point tsona tsena hore na re wina ka qeqebisa ka 1-0 ke a rona it's fine ha re throw.
Lastly Awusintabi tlo fela 1-0 or sa tlo kora hape.
Wa bona o qeta o kenya bo bashman ba tata bana le moyanyana ke nana ka nna ga tswa ka thunile.
Okay, Awusintabi re ke kenye spura okay.
Wa bona ntwentse tswa ke mapagane ya hore be ba tlo cruiser mo ba tlo etsa family ka mo apiveli le abdi khutso. Guys, shush le ba petse draw.
Let me go to Spura.
Hey, Bafo ngiyabonga kuphinde futhi ngene ne.
Hey, Spura.
Yeah, uyabona le win fethu izosiza kakhulu ukuthi ifake ibhakaniya under pressure. Phela ngoba mayiwina kanje iKaizer it will put pressure kubhakaniya on a weekend. Ukuthi sebe number 3 kusukumele baphoqa ukuthi ba win yabo. I see this as a 3-horse race. Okay. I don't see what it's going to be Sundowns and Pirates. I think it's a 3-horse race, this one.
Yeah.
The fact that my team are perform kahle, I think Chiefs stand a chance like ukuthi ibe dark horse. Because I think abantu abaningi babheka Sundowns nebhakani. Chiefs asibhekile ukuthi ingathatha le. Well, I think their goal should be top 3 anyway. But if they do manage to clear the title, it will be really amazing.
yazi mina ngifuna nzibuda kumele singakhulumi nange-title race, kumele sisithulele ngoba ngisaba ukuthi mase sikhuluma nge-title race nabo bazozizwa nabo.
Yeah.
Sibuda.
No, but I think ama-changes enziwe coach second half asebenzile kancane. Ukufaka uNdlovu nje, I think it helped a bit. I see u2-0. I see mhlawumbe kungaba u2-0 or yeah, I think u1-0 or 2-0. I don't see iGallants ikora ne.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. For time, let me bring in Soweto Chen. Very lezaqina ngawe. Let me bring in Soweto Chen. Soweto Chen, welcome.
Sure, put okay, and buff.
3 points is 3 points.
Hey, we are she's on energy, the 3 points. I know 3 points. Hey, Clifford ngiyamazi Clifford. Hey, ngiyamsaba le amshida le. Kodwa nje ngisethembeni ukuthi hayi sizoyiwina le game. Izophela nje 2-0 or 1-0 yabo.
Yeah. My routine about the game. The way sidlale ngakhona.
Oh. Yohlale ngakhona, I think sidlale kahle but net ukuthi for me lineup was looking great, but lapho nalapho nje I think uMayo no Shabalala they like iGallants congest middle field, so you can't play a player like uShabalala because lapha udinga magician yabo, someone who can just create something out of nothing yabo.
Yeah.
So mengathanda uvilakazi kakhulu kodwa I think le kumele kube igame kaSirino yabo. We would have seen something, and uMayo mina ngizomkhipha isa yabo ingakaphili ne first half ngifake yona uSilva yabo. And yeah, because I think it's too lazy ukupressa akafuni waste energy yabo, so uyadrifta wide ayele yabo, and then kusele nganamuntu lapha esiphakathini. So Mayo was not the one. Hey, Lilebo mina ngimazi simthathe lo muntu lo, yazi ushaba amagoli noda ish omkhobholo uyenza kanjani into leya. Hey Lilebo, hey ngibuya namanje usafuna ukuyifosta bakaleza
mara akasifanele no Pimenyimana.
uPeminyimana. Hey, yazi uPeminyimana mina ngisamkhalela la mjita because mega sipositiona kamnandi lapha yabo. Into emnandi ukuthi nje ipenalty mekalishaya uPeminyimana yabo, so mega grand. Ulilebo nje uhlukile nje wenziwa kushama ama long range nje I understand it, and you are forced. So yeah, hayi elinye player nje quality yakhona singamblame into eziningi kodwa hayi uyayenza umsebenzi.
Okay, no.
Yeah, so
for time, let me bring in self Puma. But they say, quit while you are ahead. Lepos like Antara and Korile. I see with Lamashoto Mayalena. Can I just anyway? I'm let me bring them Blue. Welcome. How are you? Blue, Kawi Nana.
Yeah, I can see, but mina bengicalanga dwell on your point.
Yeah. BP point.
You spoke about tiki-taka and the difference of team trying to play tiki-taka and they don't have players that can play Leo tiki-taka. For an example, let me just say about 20 years ago, Pirates had a signature football. Same applies more Chiefs and Sundowns. But these days they try to play tiki-taka bonke.
Yeah.
And there's some players abangakwazi nje ukudlala. And the way sijima ngakhona, I don't think you can play exactly the way nijima ngakhona because we are different players in the field of play. But yeah, I don't want to talk about today's match. I am frustrated. Too much.
But Blue, can I ask you? Blue, can I ask you? Good point. We are playing Mama team if Bati, you know, Koni Polelwinayo in the world, Tina Sweeney, let's copy that thing. Do you think that Kona something lapo where you give them money credit yokutai as in niagiwa, nboni tikitaka ngachi ya wina, nfunu kudali Polelwinayo so nyolandi tikitaka. Do you give them any credit? Do you think as part of it?
I think good football evolution. If you understand me, there's something I'll simply go to EPL. Good team Amati Leeds United. They play very well attacking football, tiki-taka, but they are not scoring goals. Enough. And they are not winning matches. But to answer your question, I think one individual needs to be himself as a manager or coach. But they am a copycat. I am not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Blue, for time, I'm gonna jump in. But before I let you go, score Sotini 90 minutes.
I see a 1-0. Yeah, I see Pelarans.
Okay. No, Blue, ngiyabonga 3 points. Any 3 points is fine. Let me go to Velile. Velile. We are small isikhathi, just please.
Abanye abantu kumele bayindwele amaplayer ngathi ayabheja straight ayikho lento njani amaplayer kumele aka-investigate abanye abantu bayabheja abantu support athe imali zabo ayisela bese amaplayer ayabheja igoli elijani leliya anikahleni hayi ezinye zezinto no you cannot arudi angeke
abo Muremi mabashaya amagoli out of this world alisho njalo
no ayabonakala hayi leli from esayidini hayi kahle abanye abantu bayabheja no yabona lento yokubheja for ama-sporting betting yamosha igame bafo ngakhetha ukukhuluma kuba ngikhuluma ngale washi belolungiswa nini yabona iselalungu
Yeah, you must report to CAF and CAF can investigate.
Sesikhathini manje kuba zange ngikhulume ngewashi la ukuthi bengeke zelunge yabona kwesikhathi ubudala bethu
kufike
but akuhluphi
ngibona iPirates ichintshe Orlando Stadium ngadiamond nami ithi ngitshintshela ama-headline wami nami
ukukhuluma kwethu kuyabheda kodwa ngeke sikufundise zonke izinto njalo ubobheka phela njengalento eziningi ezenzeke namhlanje if awubonanga nje angeke sikufundise yonke into njalo please ntate Mokwena please man ngeke sikufundise yonke into man
score 90 minutes
No, bese ngukutshela nje bengeke sikufuze yonke into ngoba sithi siyakhuza.
Score 90 minutes.
Awunaki baze babuye bakutsho ukuthi iy'ngane zingafe bangobini uvula amafastela.
90 minutes. 90 minutes. Score 90 minutes. Score 90 minutes. Hey Mara. Oh my members nihlupha.
Ayikho into engingayikhuluma ngalo mdlalo abantu ababhejile mina angeke lo.
Manje velile okay. Ngicela ukubuza. Na Chiefs, third or second best team right now. What does it say about the league here? And angifuna ukukhuluma like nge-Chiefs, the Pirates, the Sundowns. What does it say about the rest of the league? Now MARUMO GALLANTS bayahluleka. Abosikukhune nabo sibabonile badlala kanjani. Kenzakalani?
No, for Chiefs to be among the contenders, it's good for football, especially for ladies. That's why ubona boSisintabi bajabulile kulamalanga chema bahleka bahleki. And siyabazi namakhosikazi azojabula kuza neValentine kanje siyazi vele ukuthi omama usuku lwabo lolu. So hayi kuhle nje ukuthi nayo amakhosi aparticipate kulo mqiqo. So hayi akusintembi kangako ngoba phela after Valentine's kuzi Mother's Day vele usuku lomama nje team yomama. So yonke into ihamba ngohlelo nje omama bajabule nje ezweni kuhle abomama bajabulele ezweni. You know, when women are happy nasemakhaya bayajabula kuyadliwa kahle kuyaphekwa hayi inkinga nje yabona embulo mama malwina nje nalo kanje kuhle
Kushuthi urede right wenu akusiwe Valentine's or Mother's Day. Oh I'm still straight.
I'm still doing
Hi. No, it's fine. For time. Velekosini, welcome. What are the pros? Welcome.
Hey, Oti.
Skipper, how are you, my brother?
No, but yaphileka. Yo, what a call from Lilepo. I've seen this now many times when a player is on the pitch, when the fans are like, hey, what is happening to this player? The fans are booing the player. A player will do this. Even those that have played, even abangadlanga PSL, they will tell you, you will hit a ball like that, like you saw Phil Masinga, like you've seen in Qatar. Like you saw now, you see when he was hitting that ball, there were emotions. Even the way he celebrated all of them going to him, the teammates, you could see in the face he wanted to express himself, but he knew what he could be wrong because even showed like he was saying cool, like to the fans, cool down. He was saying to him, cool down. Because we are even myself. I was angry with Lilepo. I don't know why, but I was angry with Lilepo. I felt like he knows he's not our material. But really, that was a good goal. And as I'm saying to you, that goal was from the heart.
Manje kumele sibakwatise every game. Ukuthi
basinika some players OT. Unfortunately, I know what is bad, but some players, unfortunately, you must do that to them. Because if we never did that to Phil, I'm never saying World Cup 98 at FNP. Some players, it's cruel, but it's part of the game. It's part of the game. It's not written down, which is on the strip, but it just happened. It's no much in the game that you find a player being pushed like that. I've seen even Kabuza. It happened.
Yeah, I wanted to speak about that one. Yeah, the Kabuza one. Yes.
Yes. But Chiefs is at number 2. I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan. I'm telling you, OT, I don't understand how it happened. I'm sure. I don't know really. OT, I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm from at my youngest age. It's not really. I don't know how. I don't know. Maybe explain to me something really. There's something I don't understand. Because even but when we bought Marco, we bought Shimonyane, we were trying to fix that defense. I did felt there will be a difference. I knew that there will be a difference. But in the midfield, angaboni kahle. But again, ngibenge ngabona manje ngibona uMabo ingathi konta yenzayo ayakheke by structure noNdlovu. We are becoming a team. But being at number 2, wow, things happen.
Singabi excited kakhulu kumele sithule.
Yes, yeah.
Kumele sithule. Phela uma ungajabula too much i-team izojabula nayo. Kumele nabo ba feel pressure man.
But the problem is Chiefs OT, you know, it's the masses. You're gonna see on TikTok, they're gonna do everything. They're gonna be excited. They're gonna call Barcelona. They're gonna call everyone. So you see, sometimes you can't control the Chiefs fans. The celebration is gonna be all over now. But like you're saying, really,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah. That is pain. Calma. Thank you. Let me bring in Malume Kutso. I wanna, before you say anything, I wanna first say to you, Peterson changed his jersey, his kit. Is it a problem that these things are not picked up before the game starts, that they picked up? Does that also point to our league in general?
Chabula gyashintshana chabula. Chabula gyashintshana chabula cause gyashintshana uchabula Mr. Uti. But the council with Mr. Uti, it's two things. I'm mistake you know.
Yeah.
I think we've all been through it, spanning, where you're just blind to a fact. But for me, it speaks to the confidence that the refs have in terms of the understanding of football. I know with the assistant ref picked it up, it came when he started seeing the pictures moving. Goalkeeper, ufana nama attacker. But what am I referring to? Making it the confidence. He knows that PSL is so bum that there won't even be enough box entries to even threaten or with some mistake. He is like, as it's a change half time. 45. I guess Mr. I'm sorry for using that language, but he's like, Mr. Uti. If the players were highly competitive, if he had Sadio Mane and Anamashita Morocco, you wouldn't dare have a goalkeeper clash ngamacaus nama opponent. Because also an incident whereby a foot is stretched, now you don't know. Was it the goalkeeper? Was it a fellow player? But But because it's the PSL, no one is going to challenge Peterson. Instead, umuntu uzovela one-on-one. I'll try people ngaphandle ashaya izandla athi halakhe. Mr. Uti, these boys are bad, Mr. Uti. I'm sorry. I don't know which we're watching the AFCON Chiefs and they showed us real football. But Lano, Mr. Uti.
Since you've come back, we compare.
We are born with Mr. Ot. I found myself, I've always liked him, but I found myself seeing the quality, the gap between Lyle Foster and Amachi. I was like, Buga manje, he played limele, Mr. Ot. Lipumi played Chiefs limele because he was trying to whip it inside. Waisha ngenyawo la phambili, kwa shaky ankle, ipola la yale netin. Bese you celebrate ushama salute lapho. Ngithi beyane ikoringel lakhe. Yenza ngathi manje yona ishaya inturuntur. Next thing he's trying to cross again. Guess what happens? It goes the same direction. Mara now uphambi kweline, uphumela ngaphandle. Lama player akho serious Mr. Uti. Akho serious lama player. It's disheartening. Even the management in terms of football, ipish beginjani, abo rev babona makhala, abo rev bayagembula ukuthi ngeke lifike ibhola, abo Arubi, you don't know what's happening, Mr. Uti. The PSL is bad right now. It's in a bad state. Or maybe, just maybe, what has dropped is standards to Sundowns. Is standards league yonke.
Okay.
They don't have to push themselves. They can just say, okay, corner at pay one. ezamayo, but nayo hayi it's fine. Amanye ama team asho live on TV ukuthi bazosindla labaya bazothatha ama points. Like top 4 Mr. OT says how do they progress? Maybe inkinga akusu Carlos Mr. OT. Maybe inkinga ukuthi even Carlos is not tested enough Mr. OT. The only time he's tested, we know which game where he's like, okay, let me go defensive and see ukuthi ngayenza. Any other game he can literally play a top 4 team afake a B team. Abafana ama debut anika abuyise blast from the past. Afake Onyango awazi Onyango i-coach or yini amfake Onyango bangamshaya nokumshaya. Top 4 team ayimshaya nokumshaya Onyango. Full match Mr. Uti. That's the quality of the PSL. And when Hugo process the PSL is bad, we think nah, he's racist. Nah, we are slaughter. Look at this Mr. Uti. Look at this. And
no, because the reason why I asked you even with that thing is that look, it was a long time since we were part of these things, but if I remember correctly, there's a piece of paper that everybody gets given. I think it's a couple of days before and on the day that it has even the kids. You know that thing before the kids, the goalkeepers' kids, what. And if it's something that's not picked up until then, it just feels like Polarona is just complacent right now. Like it just feels like everything. The pitches, you're talking about the pitches. Remember we had a conversation, was it a year or 2 years ago, when we were speaking about Aumara. These guys are tenants of these stadiums. You should be pushing stadium management, SA and those guys and being like, Mara guys, how can you give us this when we're paying? The teams are paying to use this. But it's like, well,
down to the security, Mr. OT, even at the gate, access point, which no matter hey, sishinchile, so tell online ticket. Also, figure students are going scanning why were they doing this? But I try to interrogate myself as to how did they get to that in the Peterson which and then closer look, I think on the team sheet, Bapale gray rather than white.
Yeah.
So it's easy for it to pass, to say it's gray versus white until you see what type of gray it is. You understand what I'm saying? But it's time for you to rejoice, time for you to celebrate, Mr. OT.
Number
2. Just one last point. I think what's happening with Chiefs is through how they started the season. I think we're forgetting that they went 7-game winning streak or something like that at the beginning of the season. So I think that's what's happening.
Okay.
Congratulations, Mr. OT.
No, thank you, Bongs. 3 points is 3 points.
SOT. A win is a win is a win.
Ow.
We don't care how we get our win, as long as we get a win. Because a win is a win is a win. 1-0 Reapel.
Yeah.
At least we got that. OT, one more thing. We got 30 points this season. This season we got 30 points early. 30 points
We're safe from relegation. Mathematically safe from relegation.
Now we can now say we are now challenging for the league now. Now we are challenging for the league.
Hey, uskaibuwa, no bongs, uskamo. Emampile. Kibona Kaizer usmile too much. Yeah. Job not done.
No, let's just take it one game at a time.
Yeah. Okay.
Against Tesco.
That's a problem for tomorrow. Or celebrate tonight.
Yeah. A win is a win.
Let me, for time's sake, let me bring in Pastor John Stereophonica. Wena?
It's one more prediction yaka.
Okusalayo. Recharge metsi man, recharge metsi.
Uska wa re ke ya nokeng e sekgale ke sa khanika dilo tse ding nyana. But I don't know, economy is a mapila, man. It's not doing wonderful. It's just doing okay. It's fine. I mean, 3 wins in a row. Hey, it's uncharted waters. I mean, wow. Can you believe it?
Oh.
Chiefs.
When last?
Hey, when last, man? It was beginning of the season, wasn't it? But hey, no, look, jokes aside, let's take this W and move on. And I'll keep saying this because I think an overconfident Chiefs is very dangerous to our health.
Yes.
Because we tend to believe, hey, our number 2, hey, siyalazi ibhola kanti, hey. Bazofika intanga zethu. Meba fika la izoba inkinga. Hey. So no. The pain landed. It landed. Koko tavening ya Amstel. Look what ilendile kwa. So now I'm good. Man.
2 points behind Sundowns. I know we're talking about Boma Kelwane, but Sundowns 2 points behind them. No signings January.
But Naya, the signings, I agreed with the point that you made that we can't make any signings until we know what we want in life. No ways. We don't know what we want in life. You want to be an electrical engineer, but you're studying BA. It must not make sense. Okay. So no. Otherwise, to cut the story short, let us not be overconfident. Yes, we are there, but let us calm down. Take this W, move on, one game at a time. And then lastly, I heard somebody talking about Washington Arubi. Did you see how that ball dipped? I mean, man.
No,
just give him the credit. Lilepo scored a beautiful goal. A cross come short. Let's even be honest about it. But otherwise, Ramanat.
Okay. Move on. Awusintabi kupa umkwale yona man.
Abdoti. Baba dutseng ka hodima mahlo tsa rona. Ke kopa ba lo nahana habedi tonight aba robala. No tjena masapo a ntse ba tana ma leng teng ha ba itsebe. Ke re baba dutseng ka hodima rona le bona. They must go and think twice.
Yeah.
Gatla. Dikiti tseo.
Okay.
Sana turena. Tsabola mthuthu.
Okay. Ere ke dintse kaofela ke tlo dintse kaofela now. Guys, Chiefs wins. Let's go through some of those sounds.
The only team capable of beating Kaizer Chiefs right now. Real Madrid combine it with Barcelona, put Van Dijk at the back. They might have a chance.
Yeah.
The Kaizer! We're the Kaizer!
But I am a big Kaizer Chiefs fan. I have not supported any other football club. Ever.
Yeah, boring football, man.
South Africa, quase guamnanti. South Africa, lo putinho mosi.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter how we got here. Oksana number 2.
Nami ngiyamangala ukuthi nala ngadlula njani uNkulunkulu. Nale ngaka ngayidlula. No. It wasn't an easy road.
It wasn't an easy road. Shout out to my cousin Stanza. When I tell you guys about football, and I played football, now umuntu waziyo besilala sonke tema. Shout out last time, guys. Chiefs wins. My thoughts are going to be out in an hour. If you have not followed, please follow. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe and support. Thank you guys for spending time with me during this match. Swinile, it's fine. Call of the season, call of the season. Pushkas, guys. I'll see you then on Friday. Bye, everyone. Stanza bachele, bescore ama goal. Bachele uthi score how many goals? They don't believe that I played football.